Most of us think we're deep thinkers. We say things like, I just like to analyze everything. I can't decide unless I think about every angle. But let's be honest. Most of the time it's not analysis. It's not intelligence. It's not being careful. It's overthinking. And overthinking is just fear wearing a suit. So, how overthinking starts? It always begins small. You wake up, you see a message. You don't know how to answer. You say, I'll reply later. But later never comes. You overthink it for 6 hours and answer nothing. Or you want to study. You sit down, you open the book, and your brain hits you with, what if I don't understand? What if it's too hard? What if I fail anyway? Now you're mentally exhausted before doing a single thing. Overthinking is like carrying 20 kilograms in your mind every day for no reason. The real source of overthinking. Here's the truth. You're not overthinking because you're smart. You're overthinking because you're scared. Scared to choose wrong. Scared to fail. Scared to be judged. Scared to regret. So your brain tells you a beautiful lie. Let's think more until we feel safe. But you never feel safe. Because thinking does not remove fear. Only action does. The silent damage. Overthinking doesn't scream. It doesn't break you suddenly. It destroys you slowly. It steals your opportunities, your time, your energy, your confidence, your life. You become the person who always waits. Waits for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect mood. And while you wait, life moves without you. The illusion of control. Overthinking makes you believe, if I imagine every scenario, I'll be prepared. But the more you try to control everything, the more you lose control of yourself. You try to avoid mistakes, you create bigger ones. You try to avoid pain, you create regret. You try to avoid failure, you fail by doing nothing. Life punishes inaction more than bad action. The loop of overthinking. People don't notice the loop. You feel uncertain, you think more, you stress, you freeze, you do nothing, you feel guilty, the loop starts again. This loop kills more dreams than failure ever will, because failure means you tried. Overthinking means you lost before the game even started. Smart people don't think more, they act faster. Thinking for 5 hours doesn't beat doing something for 5 minutes. The swimming pool story. Imagine a man standing at a swimming pool. He thinks, is it cold? What if I can't swim? What if they laugh? What if I belly flop and die socially forever? Next to him, a kid just jumps. No thinking, no analyzing, just jumps. That kid ends up with more confidence, more fun, more experience, more life. Because you don't wait for confidence to act. You act to build confidence. The fear of what if. Most what ifs aren't even real. What if I fail? You try again. What if they judge me? Bro, people scroll faster than your existence. What if it doesn't work? Then you gain experience. Fear exists only when you do nothing. Action turns fear into fuel. The fix, how to kill overthinking. Here's your toolkit. 1. Lower expectations. 80% good is enough. Perfect is a trap. 2. Decision timer. 10 seconds, small choices. 10 minutes, medium. 1 hour, big. Anything more equals fear, not thinking. 3. The 2-minute rule. If it takes less than 2 minutes, do it instantly. 4. Action over outcome. Your job is action. Life's job is results. 5. 2 scenarios only. Best case, worst case, and you'll survive it. Done. 6. Accept mistakes. Mistakes are the gym of your mind. 7. Build momentum. Small wins kill overthinking. Make your bed, clean your desk, reply to the message, study for 10 minutes, post the video, start the project. Momentum beats motivation. The final realization. Overthinking is not thinking. It's fear. And once you understand that, you stop fighting your thoughts and start fighting the fear behind them. Because the moment you take one small action, your mind becomes quiet, your body relaxes, your life starts moving. And you finally realize the cage was always open. You just never stepped out.